Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're diving deep into a tragic event that shook Florida on April 11th, a devastating plane crash that claimed lives and left a community in mourning. We'll break down what happened, explore the details, and reflect on what this tragedy means for aviation safety. Let's get started. On April 11th, a heartbreaking incident unfolded in Boca Raton, Florida, when a small plane crashed just minutes after takeoff, killing 3 people on board and injuring 1 person on the ground. The aircraft involved was a twin-engine Cessna 310R with the registration number N8930N.
Oh my God.
It had departed from Boca Raton Airport around 10 minutes past 10 in the morning, local time, and was en route to Tallahassee International Airport, also in Florida. According to data from Flight Radar 24, the plane was airborne for just under 20 minutes. Shortly after takeoff, the pilot contacted air traffic control to report a serious mechanical issue. The rudder had jammed, a critical problem that severely limits the pilot's ability to control the aircraft. This kind of malfunction is rare but extremely dangerous, as it can prevent the plane from maintaining stable flight or making a safe landing. The pilot attempted to circle back to Boca Raton Airport, likely in a desperate effort to either stabilize the plane or make an emergency landing. Tragically, the attempt failed. The Cessna 310R went down near the intersection of Military Trail and Glades Road, a busy area not far from the airport. The plane crashed onto the road and collided with a car, sparking a fire upon impact. Witnesses in the area described hearing a loud, low-pitched noise from the aircraft just before it fell, which could indicate engine trouble or other system failures. Firefighters and emergency responders arrived quickly and managed to extinguish the blaze, but the damage was done. No one on board survived. The crash claimed the lives of all 3 people on the plane. While their identities haven't been officially released in the reports we have, it's believed the occupants included the pilot and 2 passengers. On the ground, the driver of the car struck by the plane was injured, but miraculously survived the fiery crash. Details about the severity of the driver's injuries are limited, but the fact that they made it out alive in such a catastrophic situation is nothing short of incredible. Thankfully, no other bystanders on the ground were harmed, and there were no reports of significant damage to surrounding infrastructure beyond the car and the road where the plane came down. Local authorities, including Boca Raton's fire department, police, and medical teams, responded swiftly to the scene. Once the fire was under control, they began the grim task of recovering the wreckage and the remains of the victims. The Federal Aviation Administration and the National Transportation Safety Board immediately launched an investigation to determine the cause of the crash. While the exact reason remains unclear at this point, the focus is on the mechanical failure reported by the pilot, the jammed rudder. Investigators are also looking into the weather conditions at the time, though there's no indication that weather played a major role. Another key area of the investigation is the plane's maintenance history, as the Cessna 310R is an older model, and its age and upkeep could have contributed to the disaster. The Cessna 310R is a light twin-engine aircraft that was first introduced in the late 1950s by Cessna. It's been a popular choice for private pilots, flight schools, and small charter operations over the decades due to its reliability and versatility. However, like many older aircraft, the Cessna 310 has been involved in accidents in the past, often linked to issues like engine failures, fuel system problems, or, as in this case, control system malfunctions. The age of this particular plane, potentially over 40 years old, raises questions about whether proper maintenance protocols were followed and if wear and tear on critical components might have played a role.